Welcome, dreamers and wanderers, to Dream and Wanderland, the podcast. And today is a very special episode because I have a guest. Her name is Melanie Hübscher. She is a fellow companion in a couple of coachings that I already have been part of. And we have a similar journey together. And so I invited her to be part of my podcast and a special episode about her dreams and how she wanders. And here she is, Melanie.
Hi,
Happy to
hi
have
Pia.
you.
Thanks for inviting me. Hello, dear dreamers and wanderers. I'm Melanie. And yeah, I know Pia for quite a while now. And it's always exciting to do something together. So thank you very much.
Yes, I'm really happy to have you here. And yeah, let's dive right into it. Feel free to tell a little bit about yourself and what you do, who you are, and things like that. Just a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm a former dental nurse. I worked in that field for quite a while. And yeah, now I progressed to be self-employed as a yoga teacher. I do Reiki, I do tarot, like Pia, and energetic spine corrections. And yeah, I love helping people, especially women finding back their place in their life. So I do courses like what's inner happiness, what's your way to inner happiness, because that was a huge part of my story from being or feeling like a victim of life and feeling stuck in a place I didn't want to be, to being happy with me, with myself, where I am, and yet taking the steps necessary to get my dreams into realization. Sorry.
That is amazing. And yeah, I could witness your journey from being a full-time dentist nurse to now in the beginning phase of your self-employment. And
Yeah.
it's amazing to witness such a journey. And for me, I can really see how your happiness shines even more through, and to bring that into the world and help other women to find that as well is such an important work from my point of view.
Thank
So
you very much.
yes,
Sorry. I
no,
think it's really important because especially women, they are
yeah,
very often um, like caregivers. They are, even in their jobs, they're the ones that try to make things work out. They maybe they're in their family, they have children, they have their husband, they have their household, they have their job, they have like all that load that makes them be in like a male energy of doing and doing and going on and going on and going on, and they're like left behind somewhere. They leave themselves behind somewhere. And it's such a difference when you like, I can only speak from my journey, but like it makes such a huge difference when you learn how to be able to still do that, because yeah, you can't tell your children that you're not taking care of them now because you don't want to, or you want to do something else. It's a stupid idea to use that now, but it's like it makes a difference. When you get to yourself, you will still be able to do a lot. Maybe you decide not to want to do a lot, but you
mhm,
still can. But it doesn't stress you out like that because you more with yourself. And we as women are this huge female energy of intuition and feeling, and that makes us a little slower sometimes, but more profound. And I think it's in a time like now, it's so important that we get that energy back into the world. So yeah, that's my statement to let's do
mhm.
this. It also helps you manifesting if you're feeling happier, being with yourself. You don't manipulate that much.
Totally agree. Yeah, so my first question for you, how would you define a dream? Like, what is a dream for you? Do you have a special definition of it?
Yeah, I think like a dream for me is something that you really feel you have to do this. This is like not, for me, it's never in my head. It's like this deep inner knowledge that has some kind of a quiet feeling. It's very quiet, but very strong. That's just the way you go. That's I need to do this. It's like really a need to go into that direction. Like that's how I define that. It's usually sometimes we have dreams that are like, yeah, I'd like to do that job because it will bring me so much more money and I will be so much happier. And I think you and I, we both know, I've seen part of your journey. We both know that in the end, that's not what makes you happy. You will be at this, maybe in the beginning, but in the end, you'll be at the same place with a little more money, but that's it. But a real dream is when I have a vision and see that it's just, I need to go there. I need to do this. And it's quite a different kind of feeling, I think.
Yeah, I agree. For me, it's too. It's like that big picture that you know this is where you need to go. This is why I'm here. This is it. It's almost like a real mission as well. Like
Exactly.
that's why you are here on this earth, and to really do that and bring it into the world somehow. And yeah, love that.
Yeah,
So
it's like that deep inner knowledge of it.
yeah, there is I don't know if it's an official quote or so, but you can often see it on Instagram posts and memes and everything. A dream is planted in your heart for a reason. So it really says it's in your heart already, and it was there, and it's there, and you are the one who decides, do you want to follow it or not? But it is there.
Yeah, it's and it's loud. It's even though it feels quiet, it's quite loud. For me, it's always quite loud in here.
Yeah.
But that's exactly it. I see it the same way as you do. That's it.
So what so far is the biggest dream that you have fulfilled for yourself and working on? Or maybe it's both the same, who knows?
No, it's not. I actually had two. I have two.
Okay.
One is partially fulfilled, and I think it's one to bring up because it also shows where you can get into a roadblock. And the other one I'm still working on. So my current dream is really to be able to help people one-on-one and in like webinars about one of my upcoming webinars will be from Queen to Empress, like get to know these 4 tarot queens in the way, like the elements of it, and learn to see them in you, feel them in you, where they are. We're never just one of them. We have all of them in us, inside of us, and we can use them and then move on to get them together to the Empress. This is like, these are things I really want to do and I'm really working on. And it's not just the helping people, of course, it's also the helping me getting more independent and free. That's in the end for me, for when I look at people I work with, it's usually not really about the money, and it's not really about the not being employed anymore. It's about the being free, living your freedom, feeling free. It's like, I don't know what you how you see that, but I feel like most people just want to be free, and whether they think it's money they want or it's another job they want, it's that. And of course, that's for me too. And the other thing is I'm currently working on is my biggest dream when I was about 14 was to be a musical actress. And I actually went to musical school, to stage school. For 3 years, I did my diploma, but apart from a few parts in theaters, in pieces, I never got on with that. And about a year ago, I picked up singing lessons after 17 years. I stood alone in a church in front of people singing first time after 17 years. So that relit a spark in me to work on that and make something more out of that. And why this is so important to me to mention is sometimes when we manifest our dreams, and like when I was 14, I knew I want to do this. And I started it at 22. And it was really, I manifested unconsciously. I didn't do that like purposely, but I just wanted to go there and kind of intuitively did what I had to do. But my mistake, or let's not call it mistake, like something I did that blocked me a bit, was I never thought past getting to that school. I never thought past attending that school. So it was like when I finished at school, the energy that went into that stopped. And I felt like lost and didn't know what to do or how to get jobs or how to get in there. Don't get me wrong, I knew where you could find these jobs. I knew how to do an audition, but I never got past that. And I promised myself that will never happen to me again. So with this dream, like getting my own business, helping people, my vision goes years on. It's really bigger. And so now I picked up the vision of singing again, and let's see what happens.
That's amazing. And I mean, you sent already around a couple of videos, like you on the stage and singing, and I'm already impressed. I mean, I never could do that because my voice is not made for public singing. For the shower, it's fine, but not for public. But yeah, it's the most important thing is that you do what you love to do, and that's amazing when you actually follow that wishes and desires and dreams and put them into action and
Yeah, I think so. It's do what you're happy with. And it doesn't matter if you want to be a spiritual leader or a hairdresser. It's your calling. It doesn't matter what your calling is as long as you follow your calling. Okay, it maybe matters if we get into the negative side, but as long as it feels good and it feels right, then go for it. I see that a lot in you too. Like with all your traveling that you live, with all your like I'm always amazed that you just, I want to do this or I need to do this, and you do it. It's really cool. And the singing, about the singing voice, the past 17 years I've been singing in the shower and in a car, so it can lead to somewhere.
That's great. So what would you say was the biggest struggle that you had? Let's take, for example, the singing dream. What was the biggest struggle? Was it that the lack of vision, what comes after, or is there anything else that you would say was hard for you to overcome, and eventually, yeah, you did it anyways?
Yeah, what was hard to overcome in the beginning was like, yeah, when you're 14 and you tell them you go to Hamburg to stage school, yeah, nobody takes you really seriously, or at least people around me did not really take that seriously. That was the first block. I had to really fight. And after, it was like, I did not really have a vision to follow. So I did what I thought, like I was in my mid-20s. I was still in the thing, like being a little bit the victim of life. It didn't work out. So I go back to Switzerland. I'm looking for a job. I do what I thought was expected of me. And that did not at all make me happy. And I felt stuck. I felt stuck for years. It really made me unhappy because I had the feeling I can't do this anymore. I don't have the time to like do auditions or go somewhere. And I just, instead of finding a way and searching for a way, I mean, instead of trying to get things running, I was stuck in, life didn't work out the way I wanted it. And yeah, partially I was sad about that. I didn't sing for years because it didn't make me happy anymore. I sang in the shower or in the car, but only after like 3-4 years after my diploma. And because I felt like failing, I felt like they supported me when they realized I mean it. And now I felt me, I felt them. That's totally not what really happened. But that was like the mood. I mean, if it were today, I would see it really in a different light. But that's the mood I was in there. And I think that was the biggest struggle, not to realize and to see that it's still in my hands and there's still possibilities, and not, and my head was down, and it stayed down for a few years. Because, if you do like a stage school, usually that's like a really hard way to go, because they tell you from the beginning what you can't do. They're not there to tell you, hey, that was great. They tell you, they either say nothing, so that's like the compliment of it was great or it was good, or they tell you what's wrong with you or what you did wrong. So for 3 years, that's what you basically get to hear. And then that, combined with the fact that I didn't land a job, that made me really feel like a victim. And staying in that place of being the victim of life, it kills everything. It's like you stuck yourself in a box. And that was, I think, really, that realizing that was even harder than being in that. So I think many can relate to that. Many have in their life something happened to them that they are in a position like that. And today I've realized this is the worst thing that you can let happen to you, but like in this area. And that's what I did. And realizing was really painful, but it helped getting over it.
That was interesting that you said in actor school and musical schools, they only point out the negative stuff, which is pretty much even accelerating type of example of our world. We are raised pointing out everything negative rather lifting up the good things, for example. Would you think that it would change people's life or people's career or whatever when those schools change their way of teaching?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes, would it have helped me feel better and not like a fail? That I mean, honestly, I thought I can't sing. I came out of school and I thought, like, your voice will never be anything, which is crap. It's not true. Yes, would it have helped me feeling better? Yes. Would it have really helped me? I have to say no. Would it make the world better if we would be more on the positive side? It would. It actually would, because it wouldn't make my no necessary. But what make my no necessary is that you get into this world, you show yourself. There will always be people hitting on you. There will always be people putting you down. And in a way, you kind of, during these 3 years, you kind of learn a bit to deal with that it doesn't drag you down. I mean, I never realized the impact of that till a few years later, when I was actually in Switzerland playing a part in a piece. It was called Einstein, and it was about the day Einstein left Europe. And I played a secretary, Helen Dukas. And of course, it played on a ship's port. So there were plenty of people. And we were like about 60 people in this piece. Most of them were untrained. They were like hobby actors, untrained. And when you do a piece like that, you make like, after you've learned the scenes, you make a run through. After the run through, everybody sits down and your director will go through scene by scene and telling you what they saw that needs like adaptation. It's not, let's not say changing, it's really adaptation. Like you're feeling there, check again. It's maybe another bow to be, to get it. And all the like professionally trained actors, they were just, okay, check, 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 check. And all the untrained actors were like, yeah, but there, did I do well? Was that good? And of course, with so many people, you can't give everybody advice like that. And it's like a need for people to get proven in their action. And, like getting a compliment on having done something good is something very nice. And the world would be so much better if we do that more. But feeling the need to get approved, to me, is also not really a good relationship to yourself if you need that. And so that's, yeah, I know it's a long answer, but that's why it's a yes and no. Would the world be nicer? I dare say yes. The world as it is, it's a no. Not really. Yeah.
I like that answer. It's kind of getting to a point where it's a little bit more balanced.
Yeah.
To have both. Like, yes, you did a good job, but here, these are the points that we may need to change to get where we want to go. But also preparing people that first if you go outside into the world, there was always someone who will not like you for what reason ever. Be prepared for that, and also for being stable within yourself, that negative comments doesn't affect you.
Yeah, it shouldn't throw you off.
Yeah.
Especially, like, I always think it's like when you put yourself out there, it doesn't just have to be acting. It can be you're a teacher or of some kind, like a yoga teacher or a school teacher. You put yourself out there. It's not like, I don't say a secretary is not putting herself out there, but it's like, it's another kind. You're not in a front row. And if you're out there and you're getting corrected, it feels a lot more personal because you had to give more of yourself. If you write a letter and you show it to your boss and he wants a few corrections, since it never feels that personal. And you need to really learn that if someone has to criticize you, it's not personal.
Yeah.
It's their point of view and it's their place to be. Of course, if somebody really uses very mean words, we can't tell them off. But I don't know, you get what you mean. It's not. It's also a school of learning. As an actor, when you show your feelings, they have to come out of you, and then somebody corrects you, that can really hurt. That can really hurt. So it's good to learn, because it's a good school in life. You always have someone who has to nag, and many people tend to take that personal, and then we're angry at each other and we don't talk to each other. But to me, that's not the way to go, because it's maybe more important to find out why your friend is nagging and what maybe is the problem than being angry at them. Anyway, it's a waste of energy to be angry all the time.
That's true. So how eventually did you overcome your struggles, and most important, why did you start again? What was the final ping or whatever that you started singing again, or that you actually took lessons and everything again?
I was kind of kidnapped into it.
Okay.
I had a friend who just said, so yeah, we meet each other at my next singing lesson, so the deal was kind of done. No, it's I would like to tell you a short story of, like, yeah, it's easy,
Yeah.
but it was a way. It was a few years that I felt I'd like to sing again, and I'd like to get on that street again, but I was honestly too scared that I'd embarrass myself with my voice. And I know it's a bit nuts, but but that was really a fear. And I think it's not just the singing, it's like with the leaving my safe employment and everything. It was like a way of the past 3 or 4 years that led to this point, because it's really very connected, the decision of being self-employed to the decision to sing again. It's like, most of the times in life, it's like one process, it's one thing. It was the past few years when I really worked on, like, purposely worked on what's my inner happiness and how can I stabilize that no matter what. And that's the thing, it's about the no matter what. Because we can always say, like, yeah, this happened and it made me sad, so I stopped, or so I got out, or I couldn't go on because it rained. It's a mean example, I know, but it's that's the way it is. We can have something really sad happening to us. I mean, when I on my 39th birthday, I had to euthanize my cat because it couldn't be helped anymore and it was suffering, and it came so fast. And I was already in the middle of that way of getting inner happiness. And I could have said, like, I can't be happy right now anymore because it was really sad. And I was sad. I allow myself to be sad. I think that's important. I allowed myself to be sad. But after 3 days, you kind of get out, or I need to find my way out and go on no matter what, because that's the thing. I'm allowed to still feel happy inside and feel good inside, because she would want me to be happy, by the way. And all these little things, like learning how to deal with stuff like that it's okay to lie on the floor for a moment, but I can either, like, get pushed back and stay on the floor and can't go on, so my dreams can't happen and it's all very sad. Or I know, okay, I'm on the floor, I have a moment to get myself together, and I get up and there's the way, and I go. And I think you had these moments too. I mean, you did so much in your life, and you have I mean, you have achievings with your book corporations, and you're traveling, and your social media you're doing. I mean, there is setback sometimes, and it's okay. It's okay to feel shitty sometimes. It's just a question whether you linger there or you go on, no matter what. And I think what got me out, is to learn that being happy, doing these things is possible no matter what. And yes, so when I embarrass myself with my voice, so what?
Yeah.
So what? It's room to improve, so I improve again. It didn't turn out like that. It turned out like that. All my worries about embarrassing myself for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we always have so many fears inside, but fear is always, how can you say it? It's the fear about not knowing what will happen.
Mhm.
So the unknownness. So, and it always lays in the future. So you can't do anything about the future. So why worry about it? That if you start thinking about that, fear suddenly becomes so
Yeah,
stupid.
it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And in the end, it would have been about trust and just daring to
Yeah.
do it. And isn't it often the case that we worry about things that never happen, that never come to our life? But we spent 3 days on the couch not doing a lot
Yeah.
because we were scared. And I think fear has its reason to be in our life,
Mhm.
but we give it too much power.
Yes.
We definitely do. And I think we do that as a collective of the whole world, that we do that.
Mm.
And I think that needs to change. Like, it needs to change that we only focus on negative things. I think it's a pity that when a newspaper is announcing that they make a newspaper with only positive things, it gets sold like a quarter less papers than when they bring all the war and the fighting and the dying and the killing. And I think that tells us a lot about where we stand as a whole. And
Yeah.
I think people, it's like you and me and the people we know we're on the way with, it's important that we get more and more people involved into seeing that we need to kind of change direction a bit
Yes,
much.
I totally agree. So, what would you say where you're now? You just told us you left your job, you started your self-employment career, you started a new singing and stage career. So where exactly is it now, and where do you want to go?
At the moment, I'm kind of in limbo, like in between things. It's building up. I feel it building up, but like it feels like the stone started rolling,
Yeah.
but it will pick up pace a bit more in the future. I really want to, how do you say that, self-sustained? Like I want to
Mhm.
be able to support myself. And actually today I should get the notification whether I get the therapy rooms I wanted or not. So fingers crossed. I want them. I really want them. And yeah, I'd like to get as many women people. I mean, men are always welcome. I'm just more a pro in being a woman than in being a man. So I would like to get as many people as possible to be happy, inner happiness, not like the happy, oh, I was able to buy that, the really stable inner happiness, to find themselves, to follow their intuitions and their dreams, and realizing that they are allowed to do that. That's their birthright. So it's not only that you're allowed, you kind of have to do it because that's why you're here. And I think that's really the vision for the future now, is to be seen and have people come, and also working together with others, like having retreats and seminars. And we talked about this also because I see so many really gifted people that have so much to give, being somewhere under the radar. And I think just right now we're at a time where we have to get out and stop being under the radar, stop putting our lights under the shuffles, just be and shine. And I'd like to see people work with people and see them shine. That's my dream.
That's so cool. In two ways, because it's a really cool dream, and I'm totally with you. That's one of my, or part of my dream as well. And actually 2025 is the 9 year, and 9 is the hermit. And for me personally, it doesn't mean to go back into your hermit cave. It's the contrast, to really get out of it and let your light shine. That's I just needed to say that with the shine.
Totally agree with you. For me, it's really like learning from the past, being confronted with things that you already know, and picking up that shiny star he has, that hermit, and let it shine. Let it shine. Learn from that and go on with your light and not with your fears.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. I think 9 years are really cool.
Yeah.
They may be a bit tiring, but you make progress. In a 9 year, you make progress. It's bound to happen.
Yes. I totally feel it. Like from the beginning of the year, where I mean it. If you talk with body language, I would say in the beginning of the year I was like this, and now I'm a little bit more like that.
You're actually a lot more like this. You're a lot more like this. There's so much more shine, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's really great. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that too. And I see it in a lot of people, like in our group, in our coaching container, for example. All of them are really like, and they are out there and they do their thing. And this for me, that is what I want to see. People finding out what they really want in life, what their dream is, what their vision is, and then actually go out and make that happen.
Yes.
That's
amen to that. And to me, also important is that you acknowledge your vision as valid and precious, and not because you don't want to have 10 cars and 3 villas, because you think, and it's only think, it's the validation you give your dream. Your dream is too small. It's no too small or too big. Is it my vision, or is it what I think my vision should be? And then don't follow that one, follow your heart.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's what we also need to learn, that any dream has validation and is precious. And I see that a lot in children when they pick their first job. They going to learn something, and then you hear the parents tell them, so why do you want to learn that? You will not earn any money there, and it will be really hard and stressful, and pick something else. No, it's their vision. And if in the end they feel it wasn't the vision, they can decide anew. But you can always decide anew. But don't make dreams small.
Yeah. It's also, for me, take it seriously, and don't, as you said, don't let anyone talk you out of it.
Yeah.
Take yourself and your vision, your dream serious and as valid. Yeah, as you just said. Yeah. So what is next? What is the next step on your dream manifestation journey?
My dream manifestation journey. My next step will be, so I hope I get this room today. My next step will be like announcing that we can book now in my room. And yeah, I have like the course from the Queen to the Empress and a chakra course I'm preparing currently, because I would like that to be something people can just book and do themselves. The chakra course. That's what I'm up to right now. And yeah, get things hopefully running. Getting many people to book my transformation coaching, where we put together like the tarot, the Reiki, the yoga, and the coaching to really match you and get to where you stand, where you want to go, clean that energy, get it running, and so you can go running. So I hope I have a lot of really motivated women who want to go that way. And yeah, enjoying life. Like the past few weeks, I've already mentioned again that I didn't spend enough time having fun. And it's so important having fun. So it's not just the work, it's I want to have more time to have fun. Whether that's in the mountains or something I do at home or somewhere I go. Not that my work isn't fun. It is fun. I wouldn't do it anymore if it weren't. But you can't just be focused on that. Yeah. So I will progress my singing, and I'm currently on reorganizing my home. And I wish I were the person to go the easy way, but I didn't. I got really nice furniture I love, but it's really old. So it needs some reparation and restoration first. I love doing that. It just takes a lot. You live in a little cramped space for a while till you're finished. So I'm really looking forward to building my dream home place.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, in case someone from the audience want to work with you, where could they reach you the best? What's the best way to contact or work with you? Is there a wait list for your course already?
There's no wait list yet. I'd love to have a wait list, but it's no wait list. So you could come now and be right in, and then maybe if many come, we have a wait list. So maybe you need to be fast now. No, you can. I have a website. It's www.lebelieberlimonade.com. Lebe Lieber Limonade means like, maybe this thing, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. It's like, I can't really translate it word by word. It's like choose to live lemonade. So like, yeah, you get lemons, make lemonade, go choose to live the lemonade. Yeah. And yeah, that's my website, www.lebelieberlimonade.com, or you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. On Facebook, currently I'm on my name, Melanie Hübscher, and on Instagram and Facebook, it's Lebe Lieber Limonade. All in one thing, because it's one thing. Yeah, and let's be happy and let's have fun. I really like to hear from you. You can DM me on my website. Everything you have question for is linked to my email. It even has my phone number there. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, right? But they see it anyway if they go there. So, because a lot of the stuff I do is also available online, and yeah, that's how you can reach me.
That's great. I will put the links and everything in the description in the show notes as well. So if any one of you is interested in working with Melanie, you can just click there and then you are there.
Thank you. That's cool. Thank you very much.
That was already a great conversation. I loved it. And before we say happy manifesting for today, do you have any kind of quick wisdom, nugget, advice thing for our audience?
Yeah. really live that lemonade. Allow yourself to have fun, to do the things you love, and never tell yourself that you can't do them. You can always, whatever situation you're in, you can always find something that is good, that makes you happy, that is fun. And when you start focusing on more and more of the things that are still good, there's always a bucket standing, even if 9 are thrown over, there's always one. If you start focusing on these things, you will feel such a huge shift in your energy and your life in a quite short time. Maybe not in one day, but after a few weeks, you see that more positive things come your way. You start to see the good stuff because you train your brain to see the good stuff. So my advice to, if you feel kind of stuck or wherever you are, just start focusing on what is still nice and good and fun, and allow yourself to enjoy that. Allow yourself to have fun. It's your birthright to be happy and funny and giddy and light. So that's my little advice, tip for your life. And it doesn't cost you a thing, and it doesn't take a lot of time. It's just focusing on, yeah, maybe it's just the orchid blooming in your apartment. So what? Then have fun with that. That's all I would like to say.
I love that. Thank you for that. And yeah, let's see what the journey will bring to you, to us, to all of us. And I would love to invite you in the future once again to see what happened in between. So maybe
I'd
we
love
see it
that.
again.
I love that. Thank you for having me. It was really fun talking to you. And yeah, I'd love that.
Awesome. So see you very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.